Question number 9, Jami-Lee Ross.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Building and Housing and asks, can he confirm the latest reports on building activity in Auckland show an increase from $5.3 billion to $7.2 billion over the last year, or 36%?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Yes, and this growth in building activity of 36% in 1 year is the fastest growth rate recorded by Statistics New Zealand in building activity in 30 years. Nor has there been in Auckland 5 straight years of increased building activity. The $7.2 billion of building activity in Auckland per annum is also the highest ever and almost double that of the last peak in 2004. These statistics confirm Auckland is experiencing the longest and strongest building boom ever.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jami-Lee Ross.
What additional steps is the government taking to address the long-term causes of insufficient supply of housing and the resulting high prices?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Yesterday, the government adopted the National Policy Statement on Urban Development that puts a new legal requirement on councils to ensure they free up sufficient land to match growth. Its significance in respect of house prices is that all the substantive analysis shows that it is the price of the land that is at the core of housing unaffordability, and that councils' policies to restrict land supply have severely impacted on housing costs while benefiting existing homeowners and providing massive gains to those owning land inside the artificially prescribed urban boundaries. The National Policy Statement has been developed in just 9 months as compared to every other NPS that's taken over 3 years. It comes into legal effect on the 1st of December.
Supplementary question, Jami-Lee Ross.
Is the Minister concerned, given the rapid growth in building activity, about the quality of building work and materials? And if so, what steps is he taking to ensure New Zealand gets both quantity and quality?
Either of those two supplementary questions?
Mr Speaker, I think quality is a challenge when we've got a sector that is growing so quickly. The first step the government took was to require all building work associated with structural integrity or weather tightness to have to be done by a licensed building practitioner. Last year, we introduced a requirement that said all building work over $30,000 had to have a written contract. This year, I've announced 32 changes to the building code's acceptable solutions and verification methods. The latest of those come into effect, an announcement today in respect of reinforcing steel mesh.